What's up YouTube, TCG Radish here, back with another Mystic Stadium video. Today I've got a full set overview for Symphony of Leaves, the third set of Mystic Stadium TCG. This set is supposed to focus a bit on swarm decks and providing support to swarm decks, kinda? Let's get right into it. First off, we've got Jungle Penguin. Cost 1 for 4/4 vanilla. We've had the 3/5 and we've had the 5/3, so thought the game needed a 4/4 and here it is. Next up, we've got Lumberjack, which is a cost 2 6/6. While he may not be your first choice of cost 2 monsters, he does chop wood very good. So yes. If you were afraid that this whole set is going to be vanillas, fear no more, because we've got a big text box here with Clover Sprite, and it reads, when played, your opponent charges 1, then reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. You may choose a monster card revealed and pay energy equals to its cost to play it. Put any cards revealed but not played on the bottom of your deck. And it's a cost 0/0/1 monster. Next up, we got Canopy Moth, cost 1 0/1. It's got Flash Shield. When it's destroyed, shuffle it back into your deck, and it cannot be attacked. Next is Card Retriever, a cost 2 2/2 monster. When you play it, you can search your deck for any card and put it in your hand, and you don't have to reveal it to your opponent. Next up, our first cost 5 monster ever, Justice Duo, a 9/7. In addition to summoning it, you can also play it from your hand by shuffling 5 of your monsters into your deck during your main phase, so it's got a sort of alternate summoning condition. Whenever its attack hits, it gets -2 power until the turn ends, and it can attack again. And that attack can hit either your opponent or one of your opponent's monsters. Next up, we've got Oak Ancient, a cost 3 0/8 monster. Whenever you summon a monster, this monster gets +2 power and +2 shield, and it gets that boost for as long as it stays a monster. And then, this monster also can't be destroyed by card effects if its power is 4 or less. Next up, Healing Oak Shaman, cost 2 for a 3/6 monster. With Spell Shield 1, it allows you to essentially heal when you play it, because you get to put the top card of your deck into your Soul Zone. Next up, a cost 3 monster, Foliage Dragon, 7 power and 6 shield. It reads, this monster gets +1 power, +1 shield for each other monster you have, and it cannot be destroyed if you have 4 or more monsters. And it does count itself as a monster. Next is Sabervine Traps. It's a cost 2 0/5, and during your main phase, you can stun this monster to choose an opponent's monster and stun it. If that monster has 2 or less shield, destroy it. Next up is a cost 1 monster that's a 3/2, Tropic Dreambird. When you play it, if you have an arena, search your deck for an arena card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Next is Hand Snipe Archer, a cost 2 monster, 5 power and 4 shield. During your main phase, you can stun this monster to have your opponent choose a card from their hand and put it into your energy zone. So this can potentially knock out flashcards from your opponent's hand, and kind of clear the way for you to do stuff. You can stun this monster and use its ability, even if you've attacked with it in the same turn. Onto the spell cards. First off, we've got Enhancement Potion. It's a cost 1. A monster of your choice gets +4 power, +4 shield. Unstun that monster. And that stat bonus does stay until that monster leaves the stadium. Next up, Mist Amphora, cost 3 spell. A player of your choice charges X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. If you have 5 cards in your hand, this card being one of them, and you already have 3 energy to play this card, you're only going to have 4 cards in your hand when it resolves. So you're paying 3 and a card to charge 4. So this card is terrible, and you can probably forget about it now. Next up is Lightning Vial. Cost 0 spell, stun a monster of your choice. Pretty straightforward. Then we've got Blizzard Beam. Cost 2 spell, stun all monsters, and all monsters get -1 shield until the turn ends. Onto the flash cards, and we've got Summoning Sieve. And it reads, if this card was played as a response to an opponent's monster card play, charge 1. And for the rest of the turn, whenever a monster card is played, you may charge 1. Charge is essentially the shorthand now for put the top card of your deck into your energy zone. So if you were to charge 3, you take the top 3 cards of your deck and you put them into your energy zone. Next up, we've got Desperate Shield. This set is the first set that contains flash cards with attack response on them. If a flash card has attack response, you're able to play it in response to an opponent's monster's attack. Now what that means is the opponent's monster is attacking, but the attack does not hit until this card and its response chain have their effects resolve. When a monster's attack hits, it either destroys the monster it was attacking, or causes the player it was attacking to break 1 soul. So this card reads, if there is exactly 1 card in your soul zone, choose a monster that is attacking and nullify its attack, then draw 2 cards. Nullifying a monster's attack will cause it to not hit. Next up, we've got Blossom Burst, a simpler version of the previous card. It just nullifies any of your opponent's monster's attacks. Onto the arena cards. First off, we've got Arena Nexus. Allows you to have any number of arenas, as opposed to your default 1 arena. Then we've got High Grounds, which gives each of your monsters +2 power. Then we've got Wooded Sanctuary. It reads, at the end of the turn, if 3 or more of your monsters were destroyed this turn, you may choose a monster card from your discard zone and play it. And each of your monsters gets +1 shield. Then we've got Destruction Shrine, which is simply arena removal. During your main phase, you can destroy this arena to choose an arena and destroy it. And this can be done during the same turn as you play this card, so you can simply play it and destroy the arena you want right away. Our last arena card is Cadent Cemetery, and what this does is at the start of the turn, if one of your monsters was destroyed last turn, you may search your deck or discard zone for a monster card named Skeleton and play it. And in case you need a reminder, Skeleton was a cost 0/1/1 vanilla. Onto the silver rares for the set. First off, we've got Sylvan Harmony. It's a flash card, and it reads, if you have 3 or more monsters, choose a spell or flash card being played and nullify its effects, or choose a monster or arena and nullify its effects until the turn ends. Then we've got Hacker Rabbit, a cost 1, 2 power and 1 shield monster, and when you play it, your opponent reveals their hand, and you can choose a card from their hand and put it on the bottom of their deck, then search their deck for a card and put it into their hand. So you can look at your opponent's hand, take their best card and put it back in their deck, then look through their entire deck, pick the worst possible card for them, and give it to them. Last silver rare of the set is Magnolia Mage. Now this is a cost 1, 3 power, 3 shield monster. And when you play it, if you have 2 other monsters, aka 3 monsters, choose one of the effects and activate it. And those 3 effects are draw 2 cards, another monster of your choice is returned to hand, and another monster of your choice gets +5 power until the turn ends. And finally, the last card in the set is Glistening Gladebeast, the gold rare. A cost 3 monster, 6 power, 4 shield. When you play it, each of your monsters gets +2 power until the turn ends. As long as you have 3 or more monsters, each of your opponent's spell cards has its cost increased by 2. And whenever this monster's attack hits your opponent, they break 2 additional souls if you have 5 or more monsters. So there you have it. That is all of Symphony of Leaves. Thanks as always for watching. Big thanks if you're subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you next time.